Okay, so we are going to start the fourth module. Again, we are continuing the discussion about interpolation, but the difference is in third module, we discussed about the interpolation of an unknown function where the given data is finite. Finite means uh, evenly distributed, means the difference between the adjacent data are same. If the difference between adjacent data is not same, then the method that we discussed, like Norton's finite difference method, Gauss difference method, Stirling's method, can't be applicable. So we have to use either Lagrangian polynomial method or Newton's divided difference method. Please note this method can be used for the finite data also. So the first one is Lagrangian polynomial. So for the purpose, first we are going to consider two data, that is x0. So this is x0 and this is y0. Then this is x1, y1. So please note, what is the equation of a straight line? Equation of a straight line is y is equal to, or first y minus y0 divided by x minus x0 is equal to y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. Means means implies from this one we have y is equal to, we can cross multiply this one with x minus x0 and we can move y0 to this side. So y is equal to y0 plus x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0 into y minus, sorry, this is y1 minus y0. Is it okay? So now you can see that here we have two y0. This is y0 with the coefficient 1. This is y0 with the coefficient minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0. So we can write y is equal to, we can take the common terms y0 to outside. So we have remaining term is, here we have 1 minus, here we have x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0 into y0. Okay, plus x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0 into y1. Okay, so please note this is y. So here we can take x1 minus x0 as LCM. So after solving this, you can see that x1 minus x0 will come to this position. So where we have minus x0, here minus into minus plus x0, that is cancelled. So finally we have x1 minus x0 divided by x1 minus, sorry, this is x minus x0, I am very sorry. This is, we can write it as, this one is equal to, finally we have, after solving this, we have, you can see that this is x minus x0, x minus x1 After solving that, this is x minus x1 divided by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x1 into y0 plus x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0 into y1. So you can see that we can see that y is equal to x minus x1 divided by x0 minus x1 into y0 plus x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0 into y. So this is y. Is it okay? So here we have considered 2 points. So we have a polynomial with the degree 1. So we can call it as Lagrange polynomial with the degree 1. So that is, it have 2 elements. This is 1 element and this is second element. Means if you have 2 data, 2 elements are there. First element have y0, second element have y1. And corresponding to y0, we have one numerator and one denominator. Numerator is x minus x1 and denominator is exactly similar to the numerator. The only difference is x is replaced with x0, where x0 is the element of y0. Similarly, corresponding to y1, we have x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0. Means corresponding to y0, you can't see x0 in numerator. Corresponding to y1, you can't see x1 in numerator. Okay.
So if we have 3 data, say x0 comma y0, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2, then we can expand the Lagrange polynomial with the degree 1 to degree 2. But the problem is, here please not compare to the previous one. Here we have one more data, that is x2 comma y2. So if you are using, if you are going through the Newton's finite difference method or Gauss difference method, then there you can see that if we have an additional data, simply we can add an additional element. One more element we can add. But here, that is not sufficient. Adding one more element is not sufficient. We have to modify the existing element. For example, we had seen that if you have 2 data, then y is equal to x minus x1 divided by x0 minus x1 into y0 plus x minus x0 divided by x1 minus x0 into y1. That is the existing equation. So it have 2 elements. One is corresponding to y0, second one is corresponding to y1. So here we have one more data corresponding to y2. So means we have to add one more element corresponding to y2. That is not enough. We have to modify the elements corresponding to y0 and y1. So that corresponding equation is y is equal to, so corresponding to y0 we have x minus x1. Please note, we are not writing x0 because corresponding to y0 we have x0. So numerator we don't have x0. So x minus x1 into x minus x2, okay, divided by, now we have copy numerator to denominator, then replace x with x0. Why we are replacing x with x0? Because this element is corresponding to y0. So we have x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2. So this is first element. So you can see that these two are the additional thing in this element. Okay. Plus now we have to modify the element corresponding to y1. That is, so if corresponding to y1 we have x1. So numerator must not have, we can't add x1 to the numerator. So we have x minus x0 into x minus, please note, not x1, x2, because corresponding to y1 we have x1, so that element, that term must be absent in numerator. Now denominator we have x1 minus x0, x1 minus x0, right, into x1 minus x2. So this is a second element. Okay. Now what we have? We have y2. So we have to add a new element. Please note these are the existing element, that one is modified. Now we have to add a new element, that is y2. So that is the coefficient of y2 is, so what is the element, x element corresponding to y2, that is x2. So except x2 all other elements must be there in numerator. So we have x minus x0, x minus x0 into x minus x1. So this is numerator. Now what about denominator? x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, okay, into x2 minus x2 minus x0. This is x0. So x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1. This is x1. Please note that. So x minus x0 into x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1. Okay. So this one is the second degree polynomial. Why? Because we have three data. By using three data we can find a second degree polynomial, or we can fit the unknown function by using a second degree polynomial. So y bracket 2 means second degree polynomial that we are interpolating. Okay. Now if we have one more data, means if you have one more data, what will happen? The number of data is increased to 4. So x3 comma y3 is the fourth data. Okay. So n plus 1 is 4, n equal to 3. So number of elements will be 4, y0, y1, y2. Now one more element we have to add, that is fourth element is corresponding to y3. Then if the numerator, we have here we have two terms, that one is increased to 3, denominator also that is increased to 3. So what is the corresponding modification? So we have to modify each element, right? So I told you this is corresponding to y0. So it must be x minus x1 into x minus x2 into x minus x3. Means x0 is absent, right? Because this element is corresponding to y0. So x0 must be absent. So x1, x2, x3. Now denominator what we have? This element we have to copy here, where x is replaced with x0. So x0 minus x3, right? So this is corresponding to y0. Now corresponding to y1, this is corresponding to y1. So that is x1 must be absent. In numerator x1 must be absent because x1 is corresponding to y1. So x minus x0 into, now next one is x minus x2 into x minus x3, right, divided by, here we have x1 because x1 is corresponding to y1. So x1 minus x3. So this is corresponding to y1. Now this is corresponding to y2. So we have to modify it as corresponding to y2. We have x2. So x minus x0 into x minus x1. x2 term must be absent. So x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x3 divided by, what about denominator? X is replaced with x2. So x2 minus x3. Now one more element we have to add, that is corresponding to y3. One more element we have to add. So this is y3. So x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x2. Okay. So please note, numerator we have x0, x1, x2, x3 is missing because x3 is corresponding to y3. Now what about denominator? X is replaced with x3. So we have x3 minus x0 into x minus, so x3 minus x1 into x3 minus x2. So this is denominator. So please note, if you have 4 data, we can find a Lagrange polynomial with the degree 3. Okay, and that equation have 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, that is corresponding to y0, y1, y2, y3. Then each element have a numerator and denominator with the 3 parts, that is x1, x2, x3 in first part, where x0 is missing, means corresponding to y0, x0 is the x value that is missing in first one, second one x1 is missing, in third one x2 is missing, and last one, fourth element x4 is missing in numerator. Is it okay? Okay. So now, what is so we consider 2 data case, we consider 3 data case, we consider 4 data case. So what is happening? So if your supervisor is giving one more data, here you have to add one more element, then you have to modify the existing element also. So that is increasing the complexity level. The function, the Lagrange's method is simple, but the method is becoming more complex if we have more and more data. Means if you are receiving more and more data, then again and again we have to modify the method. Okay. So that is a problem. So here I am explaining what is the previous one. We already discussed about 4 data case, so that one is again I am showing. But the difference is here I am using F, because in some textbook you can see Y, and in some textbook you can see F. So the data are x0, f0, x1, f1, x2, f2, x3, f3. So please note, the given data is not a finite data, but these methods are applicable for finite data also, but assume that this one is not a finite data. So this one is a function where f3 of x, means this is not third data, this is third degree polynomial, we are interpolating third degree polynomial, so that is equal to this one. So please go through this equation. This is for data case. Okay, so please note, f in bracket 3 of x is equal to x minus x1 into x minus x2 into x minus x3 divided by x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2 into x0 minus x3 f0 plus x minus x0 into x minus x2 into x minus x3 divided by x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 into x1 minus x3 f1 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x3 divided by x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1 into x2 minus x3 f2 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x2 divided by x3 minus x0 into x3 minus x1 into x3 minus x2 into f3. So in general, if you have n plus 1 data, that is xi comma fy, where I is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. n, means we have n plus 1 data, then we can fit the unknown function by using an nth degree polynomial. Okay, so we can write it as f in bracket n, means nth degree polynomial of x is equal to, please note, if you have 4 data, 4 elements are there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we have n plus 1 data, then we have n plus 1 elements. So that is summation. So that is I equal to 0 to n, means n plus 1 elements are there. Then each element have a product, right? So product j is equal to 1 to, sorry, j equal to 0 to n, but please note, for f0, x0 is absent in numerator, right? For f1, x1 is absent in numerator. So I not equal to, or j not equal to I, j not equal to I. So numerator is what? X minus xj, x minus xj. So xi is absent, divided by, now we have replace x with xi, so xi minus xj into what? Fi. So this one into F. So this one is a general function. So we can use this one for writing an algorithm. So please note we need two for loops for I equal to 0 to n, or if you are writing MATLAB, you have to write I equal to 1 to n plus 1. Then second for loop is 0 to n for j equal to 0 to n. If it is MATLAB, 1 to n plus 1. Then one more condition means then you have to write the algorithm inside the or you have to write one more condition that j not equal to I. That condition we have to consider. Means if we have j equal to I, we have to skip that for loop. Means we have to skip this product multiplication. So you have to write an if algorithm also. So that like that way you have to proceed. Okay. So we can solve a problem by using Lagrange's polynomial. So please note, you are asked to fit the unknown function using this 4 data. You are asked to fit a cubic through these 4 points. Cubic means you are asked to find a cubic polynomial, means f3 of x, third degree polynomial. And by using this cubic polynomial, you are asked to find extrapolated point x equal to 3, means you are asked to find f of 3. So first, how to fit the polynomial? We have 4 data, so we have to find a third degree polynomial. So f3 of x is equal to, then what's the thing? Here we have what is first element? First element is 22. And what is the corresponding x element? 3.2. So except 3.2, we have to add all other elements in numerator. So we have x minus 2.7 into x minus 1 into x minus 4.8 divided by, now replace x with 3.2 because 3.2 is the x value of 22. So here we have 22. So we can write 3.2 minus 2.7 into 3.2 minus 1 into 3.2 minus 4.8 plus, now the next element is 17.8. So what is the x value of 17.8? 2.7. So except 2.7, we have to add all other elements in numerator, all other x elements in numerator. So we have x minus 3.2 into x minus, we can't add 2.7 because that one is the x element of 17.8. So that is missing. Next one is x minus 1 into x minus 4.8 divided by, what about the denominator? Replace x with 2.7. So 2.7 minus 3.2, then 2.7 minus 1 into 2.7 minus 4.8. So this is corresponding to 17.8. So plus, now corresponding to 14.2. So 14.2. So what is x element corresponding to 14.2? 1. So 1 is missing in numerator. So x minus this 3.2 into x minus this 2.7. Now 1 is missing. Now next one is 4.8. So x minus 4.8 divided by, now replace x with 1. So 1 minus 3.2 into 1 minus 2.7 into 1 minus 4.8. This is 4.8. So this is third element. plus, now corresponding to the last element, 38.3. So please note 4.8 is the x value of 38.3. So 4.8 is missing in numerator. X minus this 3.2 into x minus this 2.7 into x minus 1, this 1. Now this 4.8 is missing because this 4.8 is corresponding to 38.3. Now what about denominator? Replace x with 4.8. So 4.8 minus 3.2 into 4.8 minus 2.7 into 4.8 minus 1. So please note this one is the function, interpolation function. You have to solve this one. So definitely you have a cubic polynomial after solving this particular equation. I am not solving this. I am leaving this to you. So now, so how we did this one? This one is a interpolation function, third degree polynomial that we discussed in previous slide. So we substituted this x1, x2, x3, x0, etc. into this equation. Okay, and f0, f1, f2, f3. So we have this one that we derived earlier, right? So here what is the difference? In previous case I had derived the interpolation function. Here that x is replaced. Please go through the previous equation. There that x is replaced with this point. Then we have extrapolation. X is replaced with 3. So all x, the numerator you can see 3, 3, 3 here, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 here, 3, 3. Means all x values are replaced with this 3. So all x values are replaced with 3. So now what is each term? What is this element? So we can do that. Take calculator. Okay. 13.5 plus 7.18 minus 0.107 minus 0.6. This element is 13.5. This one is 7.18. This is minus 0.107 and this is minus 0.6. So the answer is 20.21. Answer is 20.21. Means 3 is very close to 2.7. 20.21 is very close to 17.8. You can see here 3.2. So 2.7 to 3.2. Value is changed from 17.8 to 22. So here you can see that one is somewhere middle.